According to William Wordsworth, the Romantic poet, the powers of requisite for the production of poetry are whose first those of observation and description, that is, the ability to observe with accuracy things as they are in themselves and with fidelity to describe them, unmodified by any passion or feeling existing in the mind of the describer. Whether the things depicted be actually present to the senses or have a place only in the memory. This power, though indispensable to a poet, is one which he employs only in submission to necessity and never for a continuance of time, as its exercise supposes all the higher qualities of the mind to be passive and in a state of subjection to external objects, much in the same way as a translator or engraver ought to be to his original. Secondly, sensibility, which the more exquisite it is, the wider will be the range of a poet's perceptions, and the more will he be incited to observe objects both as they exist in themselves and as reacted upon by his own mind. The distinction between poetic and human sensibility has been marked in the character of the poet delineated in the original preface. Thirdly, reflection, which makes the poet acquainted with the value of actions, images, thoughts, and feelings, and assists the sensibility in perceiving their connection with each other. Fourthly, imagination and fancy, to modify, to create, and to associate. Fifthly, invention, by which characters are composed out of materials supplied by observation, whether of the poet's own heart and mind or of external life and nature, and such incidents and situations produced as are most impressive to the imagination and most fitted to do justice to the characters, sentiments, and passions which the poet undertakes to illustrate, and lastly, judgment, to decide how and where and in what degree each of these faculties ought to be exerted, so that the less shall not be sacrificed to the greater, nor the greater slighting the less arrogate to its own injury more than its due. By judgment also is determined what are the laws and appropriate graces of every species of composition,